Quería burlarse de ellas, minimizando la gravedad del aborto, usando un meme que decía "lancen el feto". Al escucharla, ellas dieron la vuelta a la conversación y la señorita se molestó muchísimo. Les insultó, alzó la mano y enseñó el dedo medio, se retiró y lo verás en este video. En él, una progre es aleccionada. Mira el video completo y dime qué opinas. Pero antes, si este tipo de contenido te gusta, suscríbete a nuestro canal. Tenemos la meta a mediano plazo de llegar a los 100,000 suscriptores. Sin mayor dilación, empecemos.
What does your sign say? I'm trying to start.
Oh my gosh, I made it this morning. Oh my gosh, I love your Among Us phone case. It's very, very good. I have
the fetus. What?
To uterus the fetus or not to uterus is not the question the government should dictate, but the individual's choice.
Could you define uterus the fetus for us?
Oh my gosh, uterus the fetus is like one of my fave like pro-choice memes. Basically, there was a Vine like years ago, I think 2014, where there was someone who threw like an empty soda can and went yeet. So then it just kind of became synonymous with the action of, I guess, you know, first throwing things and then in like a metaphorical sense of being liberated of something.
So you'd be comfortable yeeting a baby?
Oh, 100%. Like,
a born baby?
Not like a born baby, because that's like, that'd make me a criminal.
But what's the difference? Like, so your governor here, your pro-choice Republican governor, Kristan, we just defeated a proposal in the legislature. He wanted to legalize abortions up until the moment of birth. What is the fundamental difference 10 minutes before birth and 10 minutes after? Why would yeeting a child who's only been out of the vaginal canal for 10 minutes be different than aborting a child?
Because we care about humanity.
Why do I care?
Because we care about you and the next generation. And the 1/3 of our generation who never got an opportunity to be here. 1/3 because of the evils of the abortion industry.
Once you know evil is happening, I think it's pretty evil if you don't stand up to defeat it. And we know abortion is a discriminatory act of violence where the privileged person gets to say whether or not the weaker, younger person gets to survive depending on whatever they have going on in their life. And we think that is discrimination, it's violence, and it's wrong. And once you understand that, you're called to speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. It's a very fundamental principle. It's one of the best things about our country is that we stand up and speak for the most vulnerable in our world. Even if they don't live here in America, we're the most charitable country in the world, sending troops, sending foreign aid across the world.
But like, you know, what if I don't want to give birth and shouldn't that be my choice to not?
Well, you can choose not to engage in heterosexual sex.
Both of my girlfriends are transgender. I am non-binary. I have a vagina, right?
Okay, so you can choose not to engage in sex with a penis and a vagina.
Yeah.
Without protection. But even with protection, because we know that that's not entirely foolproof.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You don't have a fundamental right to choose to engage in behaviors that we know in natural consequence is creating a unique co-living human life and then take back that consent.
Why would I not want to have sex? Like, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, I know. Sex is awesome.
Sex is awesome.
Married, pro-life, religious people actually have the best sex lives?
She just
married?
barked.
Married, pro-life, religious people statistically have the most satisfying sex lives.
My sex life is off the chart.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, mine is like off the chart. I literally have 2 girlfriends. If you want, I can tell you all about my fantasy dildo collection. I can tell you about
don't really care.
I mean, if you're bragging about your sex life.
I mean, you're not going to get pregnant with a dildo, so like, by all means, partake.
If you're bragging about your sex life.
I don't know if you need to brag, but
she's not married, she can't.
So if that's participating to a satisfying sex life,
just let her see she barks again.
Why not choose to have sexual relations with the dildo and not create a human being?
Yeah. The pro-life movement does not have any stance against dildo sex.
Like human flesh, okay?
No, it doesn't.
I know, that's why, giving yourself freely to another
Y'all are
person
just
in a marital
talking in
act is awesome.
circles. It's like really
No,
infuriating.
okay, fine, let's cut through the circle then. What
It's
are the
still gonna be a
consequences
circle.
of sex between a penis and a vagina? There are many, but what are just some?
You know what, I'm exhausted. Like, adios.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
barking
being
at us.
here.
¿Qué te parece la actitud de la tía progre? Déjamelo saber en los comentarios. Jitus es una palabra informal que se ha vuelto popular en la cultura de internet y entre los jóvenes. Se utiliza de manera humorística para expresar el acto de lanzar o arrojar algo con fuerza o violencia. Por ejemplo, alguien podría decir Jitus es el libro fuera de la ventana, como una forma exagerada de decir que quiere deshacerse del libro de una manera enérgica o dramática. La palabra se ha popularizado especialmente en videos virales en plataformas de redes sociales donde se muestran personas lanzando objetos de manera extravagante. En esencia, entonces, Jitus se ha convertido en una palabra para describir una acción de lanzamiento exagerado y a menudo humorístico. Jitus da fetus, en este caso, es una expresión humorística entre comillas y surrealista que combina la palabra Jitus con fetus, que es feto en inglés. En términos literales, podría traducirse como lanzar el feto. La vida humana comienza en el momento de la concepción y, por lo tanto, el embrión o feto es una persona con derecho a la vida y protección legal. Cada vida humana tiene un valor intrínseco y dignidad, independientemente de su etapa de desarrollo, estado de salud o circunstancias. Asimismo, debemos defender el derecho fundamental de todo ser humano a vivir y a no ser privado injustamente de la vida. El aborto puede tener consecuencias psicológicas y emocionales negativas para las mujeres, incluyendo el síndrome posaborto. Este término se utiliza para describir una serie de síntomas emocionales y psicológicos que algunas mujeres pueden experimentar después de un aborto. Estos síntomas pueden incluir depresión, ansiedad, culpa, arrepentimiento, tristeza, pesar, baja autoestima, dificultades para dormir, entre otros. Para algunas mujeres el aborto puede ser una experiencia emocionalmente traumática. Pueden experimentar sentimientos de pérdida, duelo y trauma debido a la interrupción de su embarazo y las circunstancias que llevaron al aborto. Aunque muchas mujeres pueden recuperarse emocionalmente después de un aborto, algunas pueden experimentar efectos duraderos en su salud mental y emocional. Esto puede incluir dificultades continuas con la depresión, la ansiedad, los problemas de relación, el trastorno de estrés postraumático y otros problemas de salud mental. ¿Y tú qué opinas? Déjamelo saber en los comentarios. Y aquí culmina este video. Si te gustó, dale like, comenta el video y compártelo. Gracias, hasta luego.